What's up, everybody? Will Frazier here, your credit expert, bringing you the tips you need to get your credit back on track, because what goes down must come up. And if you don't want your credit score to drop 200 points, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you'll be notified of any new videos I drop just like this. Hey everyone, if you've been trying to work on your credit and you have barely been seeing any results, you need to go ahead and take a look at the workshop that I just opened up that is currently free so that you can learn where you went wrong while you were trying to work on your credit. During that lesson, you'll learn the 4 don'ts when it comes to working on your credit, the mistakes people make when writing dispute letters, why you shouldn't only dispute with the credit bureaus, and also the accounts that people waste time disputing. Not to mention, you'll get to see real results from a customer who used my methods and they were able to get their credit straightened out and bought a brand new home within 7 months. So go ahead and sign up for that training today. The link is going to be down in the bio. And while you're trying to work on your credit, you have to see all 3 of your credit reports and scores. And MyScoreIQ, a company that I use for myself and for all of my customers, has a $1 7-day trial so you can see your credit reports and scores so you can know where you stand, because you can't work on your credit without knowing what's going on all 3 reports. So please check out MyScoreIQ. The link to them is going to be down in the description as well. Okay, and today I'm gonna be talking to you guys about this app called Borrow. And basically it was designed for college students to be able to have a way to manage their money and track their funds, set goals, and also to be able to get funds so that they can be able to borrow money when times come hard and they just maybe need money for a book or just need money to get them in between paychecks or in between mom and dad giving them money. But also, in addition to that, they also help you to build credit as well, because they also report that borrowing activity to the credit bureaus. Now, as you can see, this app is available on Apple or Android, so you can download it no matter which phone you have. And you can see here they say My Borrow not only helps you figure out where all your money is going, but also gets you setting goals for yourself, building strong credit history, and financially killing it by the time you graduate. So, their goal is to get you a little bit more financially savvy and to have stronger credit by the time you get out of school, because usually in college is a good time to start building credit, because age of credit is important. So the sooner you start, the better, honestly. But you just need to know how to do it responsibly and not just be haphazard out there with your credit. And you can see here personal money management, get access to automatic expense tracking, customized spending tips, and monthly spending goals you set all within the app. And also stock up on comparisons. You can anonymously compare your financial habits to the other students by your school, your state, and the rest of the country. So that's a good way to see if you're stacking up good against other people who are financially savvy, and hopefully there are other good financially savvy people at your school or in your area, so that you can have a little bit of a higher standard to live up to. As you can see here, coming soon, they have the credit analysis, where you can track your credit score, get updates, and learn about the factors that affect your credit score. So that's really good. They don't have that there yet. And also here is Borrow Cash, where from within the app you can actually borrow up to $2,000. And they are aware that a lot of college students don't really have high credit scores, or they may not have any credit score at all. So you don't necessarily have to have a high credit score to qualify for this. And in addition to that, they also have Borrow Drive, which apparently you can get a car loan or refinance a car based off of your current credit history. But even if you don't have any credit history, it is still possible for you to be able to do something in regards to getting yourself a car. Maybe you're not a freshman anymore and it's about time for you to get your own vehicle, and you may not have a cosigner or good credit or any credit. So this is a way to give you an option that you can try to get something. The loan start as low as $5,000 with terms all the way from 12 months to 60 months. Now, one important thing to note, if you are trying to do the Borrow Cash, it is not available in every state. And if you look here, you can see to qualify, you have to be over 18 years old. You have to be enrolled in a U.S. college or university or graduated recently. And you have to be a U.S. citizen. You can have a green card, A5, or Visa, or these other options listed here. And if you are located in one of these red states, you are actually able to take advantage of Borrow Cash. If you're in the yellow pinkish area, then that means that they are coming soon to your state. And they also give you an idea of what it would look like if you were to borrow a few dollars from them. As it says here, a $100 Borrow Cash loan repaid over 6 months with an APR of 19.9% would have a monthly repayment of about $17.65 and average monthly interest payments of $1.66. So yes, the APR can be a little bit on the high end, but again, you also have to realize they are giving out money to those that have either no credit scores or low credit scores because you're in college. But again, I think that's why they limit the amount that they give out for, as far as the maximum, because they don't want you borrowing too much money while you're in college and have to pay back a whole lot of debt. Now, as always, you want to do your research on any company that you decide to use, especially for lending. And also when it comes to building credit, I believe they report to Experian and TransUnion, so it will help those two credit bureaus if you are to get lending from them. But also, like I said, you want to make sure you do your research on any company before you sign up with them. With Borrow, they actually have an app, with some financial tools. You can download the app and use the financial tools without borrowing, but you do have those options to borrow from within the app. And just to give you guys a little bit of feedback that I saw when I looked up the reviews that they had on the Google App Store, they actually had a 3.6, and most of what I saw was really about bugs with the application itself. Not really, it wasn't a majority of anything other than the app errors. Now, I didn't look at all of the reviews, of course. Now, also in the Apple App Store, they have a 4.6, so that's a lot higher than it was in the Android App Store. But again, you want to check it out for yourself, and you want to do your own due diligence and check it out for yourself before you make your decision. So if you have some college students out there and you have vetted this for yourself and you feel like it's a good option, this is something that you can send to them so that they can try to, see about building their own credit and getting more responsible with money. And if you're the parent, possibly not have to come and ask you for money anytime soon. But please make sure you're teaching your kids how to use credit and money responsibly while they're out there in college. So I hope this information was useful. You can find a link to Borrow down in the description so you can take a look at them and check them out for yourself. I'll see you guys next time.